Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
In 2015, I became the pastor, and I didn't know what a pastor did. God decided male and female. As a pastor, like, so what do you think about gay men? I don't know. But I do know if I was there, maybe I would have told him, is there something in the middle you could do? Like kind of a little maybe if somebody, well, I was born like this, I don't know how I feel. I don't know why he decided to do it like this. I don't know why you're wrestling like that, and I don't know what to do to help you but to stand with you and pray with you, and you're welcome at Transformation Church. Trans is in the title. Transformation. You can be here.
Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of God. He that knoweth God heareth us. He that is not of God heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. 1 John 4, 1-6. I'm pretty sure by now that you have heard that there were several mass shootings across the nation during the 4th of July Independence Day celebrations. At least 17 mass shootings were recorded across the country over the 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm about to show you how all of these events were nothing more than orchestrated satanic rituals meant to exalt the devil and his Antichrist. So without further ado, let's get into it. A mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana left 4 people dead and 7 injured at a 4th of July block party.
Following breaking news we first told you about early this morning, police are now reporting at least 4 people were killed and 7 injured in a 4th of July shooting in Shreveport's MLK neighborhood.
11 people were shot and 4 died after the shooting in the city's MLK neighborhood. The number 11 points to the Antichrist, who was identified as the 11th horn in Daniel 7, 7-8. Strong's Concordance lists H11 as Abaddon, which means the place of destruction, the abyss. It is also the name of the king of the bottomless pit. 4 people were killed and 7 wounded, which gives us the number 47. 47 or 47 points to the 4th of July, which can be expressed as 47 or 7-4. You may remember that there was a mass shooting on the 4th of July last year at a parade in the suburbs of Chicago. The shooter was Robert Bobby Cremo, a reference to Lucifer, who fell from heaven as Bob or Barack Obama. Remember, Bobby was caught on camera during the shooting dressed as a female.
He dressed as a woman while unleashing the attack he had allegedly been planning for weeks to try and conceal his identity and to help him escape.
Make note of this because you'll see it again later. Bobby Cremo also went by the name Awake the Rapper, and he had a video which used a symbol that is actually the number 44. Again, a reference to number 44, Obama. Further, Bobby also had a tattoo of the number 47 on his temple, a reference to Independence Day, and he also posted a video speaking about freedom.
Have you been held a prisoner of your own device? Freedom.
Notice
Freedom.
how freedom,
Freedom.
transforms
Freedom?
to freedom, like kingdom, a reference to Satan.
Freedom. Freedom. Freedom? Freedom. Free. Down. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
Strong's Concordance lists H47 as Abir, which means mighty angels, obstinate, stubborn enemies of perverse mind. Therefore, this is meant to point to the independence, liberation, or setting free of the obstinate, stubborn enemies of perverse mind, the rebellious, fallen angels. The shooting in Shreveport happened in the MLK neighborhood, which is named after civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. MLK is another name for the horned bull god Molech, to whom children were sacrificed. The horned bull god points to the Chicago Bull, Bob, or Barack Obama. MLK was assassinated by a deadly head wound at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis on April 4th, or 4/4, which also points to Obama.
Good evening. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, 39 years old and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and the leader of the nonviolent civil rights movement in the United States, was assassinated in Memphis tonight.
The name Lorraine means the kingdom of Lothar or Luther, which means the leader of the army or people. And this is a reference to the king of the bottomless pit, who leads the army of fallen angels from the pit. This is why Martin, a reference to Mars, the Martian fallen angel and god of war, Luther or Lothar King, was killed at the Lorraine Motel. The city of Memphis is a reference to the pyramids of Egypt, the pharaoh whom Obama was likened to, and being held both in physical and spiritual bondage. MLK also gave a speech at the Lincoln Memorial, which connects him to the emancipation, liberty, or setting free of those in bondage. At the end of his speech, he exclaimed, "Free at last," a reference to the setting free or releasing of the king of the bottomless pit.
We'll be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
This shooting happened in Shreveport. The name Shreveport is derived from two different words, Shreve, which is an occupational name for a sheriff, which means the chief or royal authority, and the word port, which means gateway or entrance. Thus, Shreveport means the entrance, gateway, or portal for the chief or royal authority, which once again points to the opening of the bottomless pit and the rise of the king of the pit, Abaddon or Apollyon. This also connects back to the Satanic ritual Ocean Gate sacrifice, which also pointed to the opening of a portal or gateway to the abyss or bottomless pit. At least 9 people were injured in a shooting in Washington, D.C. during 4th of July celebrations.